What's going on, guys? Boss Grell here with another guide video, and today I want to talk about my clone Zane build. Well, to all the Zane guys out there, we already know how the clone works. It's nothing new, it's pretty old school. We just basically give our clone our gun and just run and gun. Honestly, the clone build is my least favorite out of all of Zane's builds, just because I don't like relying on the damage of the clone. I also want to do great damage. So I've just made a few twists of my own and want to share it to you guys. And as usual, after discussing the build, I'll run the Guardian Takedown in True Trials. We'll fast forward the first phase because honestly it's just pretty easy. I want to show the second phase, including the first crystal phase, because that's where I think this build struggles, because we basically can't run or slide around during the crystal phase. We have to stand still under that crystal. So also for that challenge, yeah. And by the way, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell for further videos to come. Alright, so let's get into the build. Okay, so now going to the gear, we're just using kick chargers with different types of elements here. This 3 I use it for bossing, depending on the boss that I'm dealing with. But for mobbing, I like to use the cryo element, because it's just really good in mobbing. As you've noticed, we all have the same anointments, action skill and splash damage. I've tried action skill and next 2 mags, but the ASC splash is way better. And now for the shield, we're using an Infernal Wish with double amp augments. Having one or having no amp augments at all is completely fine, but of course having 2 amp augments is way better for that bonus amp damage. And the anointment that we have is action skill and radiation. I really like radiation for mobbing, plus our cryo. Cryo plus radiation is really good in mobbing. And for our grenades, we're using the It's Piss. It doesn't really matter what type of grenade you're using for this build. I just stick with It's Piss just because I have the complete anointments here for different types of elements. Just try to avoid the fish slap because it could down you. Alright, now for the class mod, we're using the Antifreeze. As you can see, while sliding or airborne, Zane gains 40% weapon damage. And the good thing about this class mod is you can never be slowed. As you can see, while slowed, Zane gains 100% movement speed instead. Alright, and now for the artifact, no brainer there, we're using the toboggan. It's just simply the best when using launchers because of that amp damage. And for that slide speed, as we all know, Zane plus speed equals damage, so it's really good. Okay, now going to the skill tree. Now, for the blue tree, here it is. You can just copy it. I'm just getting 5 points here on Violent Momentum, extra 5 points from our class mod, so no big deal. For Salvation, you only need 1 point because it has Mayhem scaling. No need to add one more. You'll also want to max out Playing Dirty for that extra projectile. As you can see, since the kick charger only shoots a single projectile, it could be multiplied to 3. The second projectile from our Infernal Wish, plus the third one from Playing Dirty, which is really insane. Alright, so here's the blue tree. Now here's for the red tree. I just went down up until double barrel, so that our clone gets the kick charger. And for the augments, I use the double banner and which one's real. I didn't go with binary system because I don't think that Cryonova deals a great amount of damage anyways. So I went with which one's real. The reason for that is this skill, Trick of the Light. As you can see, Zane deals bonus cry damage to enemies that aren't targeting him. So with the which one's real, as you can see, whenever we summon or swap places with a clone, mobs or bosses are more likely to attack the clone instead of us. So we'll be able to take advantage of this skill. Alright. Nothing here on the green tree. And now here's for the purple tree. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get down to Arm and Flint. We're lacking on skill points, so I just place points here on Art of War. You'll want to place points on Art of War because of that extra gun damage, as you can see. After activating an action skill, Zane's next shot gets increased weapon damage, and it stacks up until 10 stacks, so that's a total of 90%, which is pretty good. You'll also want to put up 1 point on Fugitive, because as you know, the kick charger requires a charge time, and while charging, you can run. But there's an easier way to charge your kick charger. All you have to do is slide and hold the trigger, and it'll automatically fully charge the kick charger. And for the augments, I'm just using the cold shoulder and brain drain. I didn't go with No Way Out because I don't think it's a huge deal. But you can also go with No Way Out if you want that extra V1 or V2 damage whenever you damage a boss with your Mantis shoulder cannon. But this one still works for me. I still basically one-shot almost all mobs or bosses. Anyways, all right. So that's my skill tree. Here it is. And here is my garden rank. Still haven't unlocked the last two, and we're running it on Mayhem 11. Alright, so we'll run the garden takedown in 2 trials. I'll fast forward the first phase because it's pretty easy. We'll go into this crystal phase so that I'll show the challenge of this build. So yeah. Okay, so we're now here on the second phase, so enjoy the run. Going to the crystal phase. We'll just let our clone take the bait. So you basically don't have to slide all the time. Just make sure that your kick charge is fully charged for that good damage. And you can still basically one-shot this tanky mob. Didn't realize that clone is gone. Alright. Clone here. Oh. wipe that one. Oh, he died. All right, there you go. That's it. Okay. So if you guys like this video, please consider liking and subscribing and hit that notification bell. It'll really help me out. And you guys have a good day. Bye bye.